I'm Chris, and today we're going to take a look at the black walnut tree. Let's do this real quick. Now for me, the black walnut tree has been a little bit of an overlooked tree in the woods behind my house. I didn't even realize it was back there. So obviously, once you've processed the walnut itself, you can eat the walnut just like any old English walnut. Another thing I didn't know was that in the spring, you can tap this tree just like a maple tree and make syrup just the same. So maybe next spring, I'll make some black walnut syrup. That's going to be kind of interesting. I think my biggest problem with this tree was really how to identify it. The bark itself is deeply furrowed, and the ridges are not that shiny, and I tend to get this tree confused with a couple other trees that are back there that look, to me at least, fairly similar. So you want to pay attention to the leaves, where the leaflets are kind of in pairs on each side, and at the end of the branch, there's not always one single leaflet at the end. In the woods, this tree tends to grow fairly large, and it grows usually higher than all the other trees around it. And it usually doesn't have any branches that are low-lying. The branches are usually way up there in the canopy. Now, an interesting thing with this tree, the roots extrude a natural herbicide, meaning that it's going to kill all the other vegetation around this tree, so that this tree definitely has the advantage. Now, if you think you have identified a tree that could possibly be a black walnut tree, a few things you might want to look for in addition to what we've just discussed. You might want to look for some walnut shells on the ground that have like little chew marks in them, little holes in them. The squirrels tend to love these trees, and they will definitely eat the nut inside it. So you want to look for that. You might want to look for the green outer husk of the walnut still intact. That's going to turn a really dark color when it's decaying. Now if you've found all that and it's late summer, maybe about September or so, definitely take a look above. See if you see any green fruit hanging from the tree. They might hang in clusters of 3, but if you see any green fruit at all, odds are you found a black walnut tree. And you want to mark its spot and then come back about October, November when the fruit actually starts to fall. You want to collect as much fruit as you can for further processing. Now it doesn't really matter how you process it, as long as you get that outer green husk off of the walnut. And then take the walnut itself, kind of wash it off a little bit, scrape it off, whatever you have to do, so you can further dry that walnut for about 2 to 4 weeks or so. And then go ahead and crack them open and enjoy. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, be my guest and check out some of my other videos. Thank you guys so much.